All right, guys, the Utah Jazz go up 2-1 against the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is Hanson James with the SLC Dunk postgame show. I'm super hyped for some of these games, but you know what I'm feeling tonight? I'm feeling just pure happiness. Pure happiness at what is kind of evolving in front of our eyes with this Jazz team, both national recognition and just like, I don't know if I've felt love for a team as much as this team right now. The amount of just enjoyment we get from watching this team, the amount of enjoyment the team seems to get playing with each other, just the energy from the crowd and the players is just so synergistic. It's amazing. What we're watching right now is incredible, and I hope all Jazz fans are just soaking this in. This is just so not normal. You have so many teams out there that have so many different problems and whatever it is character issues or locker room issues or, you know, hero ball issues where certain players are doing things that just to make sure they get their points and get their contract next year. You're just not seeing it with the Jazz. And some of that has to go to Dennis Lindsey. Credit to Dennis Lindsey, who has just set up this team in a way that it had a chance to flourish without having to worry so much about what was coming next year. Like right now, if you're an Oklahoma City Thunder fan, and we'll talk about the game a little bit, but that's got to be frustrating and just kind of heart-wrenching right now to see. I mean, playoff P, push-off P. By the way, shout out to the Jazz fans. Push-off P and then having the whole crowd say it in unison? That's incredible. That kind of organic chanting is incredible. Good job, Jazz fans. You showed out and you did a great job. Pat yourselves on the back. But just to be an OKC fan and just have that nervous energy and knowing that, you know, Paul George probably leaving next year, especially if they get just demolished by the Utah Jazz in the first round, that's got to be just so heart-wrenching. So my heart goes out to you, to OKC fans, because that's rough, because we felt that last year. Remember last year? The playoffs were fun last year for Jazz fans, but there was like a dark cloud hanging over the whole thing. And we find out later on that Gorblan Bleenberg was leaving next year anyway, you know? And there, you know, we chanted his name at the end of the season to let him know how much we wanted him to stay, and he left. And it left a dark cloud. And then we had a guy named Donovan Mitchell drafted, and there were signs, little signs that he might be incredible. His playoff workouts were insane. His work ethic was unmatched. You saw his off-season videos, and they were just remarkable. And then he came to Jazz training camp, and he had a closed-door workout with the Utah Jazz, a legendary closed-door workout. The only one that was held as secretive as that one, and I know this for sure because I've heard things, but also was the Rudy Gobert workout with the Jazz. The Jazz knew from the Rudy Gobert workout that he was special because Rudy Gobert demolished Gorgie Jang in that workout. No one knew about it. It came after the Steven Adams workout in Minnesota, and Rudy Gobert demolished Gorgie Jang, and then Jazz knew they had something special, and so when he was available, they paid $3 million cash, and it was the best $3 million you'd ever spend. The same thing happened with Donovan Mitchell. Closed-door workout, just shot the lights out. And not just shooting the lights out from corner threes, because the Jazz run a corner three drill in their pre-draft workouts. It was just all over the court, from everything I've heard. Just insane. Then, Summer League comes. Donovan Mitchell has 8 steals in one game. He's so good they have to just stop him because you don't want him to get injured. They knew he was incredible from the start. And then he came out. We knew he was going to be good because he started in preseason. He was better than the teams we were playing against. And he played against the Suns twice and was the best player on the floor. Oh, that's right. I forgot his name. He was better than Devin Booker. And I tweeted it, and I made Suns fans hate me forever. I still get tweets about Suns fans, but they're not tweeting me now. You're not tweeting me now, are you? Guys, you're blocked. And you're wrong, because we got a better player than Devin Booker. It's Donovan Mitchell, and he showed it in preseason. And so that you knew it would happen when the season started. And guess what? He missed. He went 0 for 17 to start the year. But it was all adrenaline. Every single shot was back rim because it was just all adrenaline. And that's all that you can expect from Donovan Mitchell. But then we go through this year. Guess what? I pushed Tank Note. I was tank mode all the way because we had Rudy Gobert injured twice. And when he came back, he wasn't the same except the second time. But Donovan Mitchell wasn't quite ready yet, but he was learning. He was growing. He was getting the one-handed, off the 1 foot shot at the rim. His three-point shot calmed down. He started hitting threes. And he was hitting the floater game. Now he's hitting the floater game with ease. Running the point. Ricky Rubio couldn't hit a shot. Everything turned around. After that, after the Atlanta game, everything turned around. Everything. The Jazz just became incredible. Ricky Rubio hitting shots, running the offense, figuring it out. Quinn Snyder runs a very difficult offense, guys. It's very difficult to guard, and it's difficult to learn. Ricky Rubio learned it, and it took a while to learn, but I think he's learned it now. You think Ricky Rubio's learning the offense now? My goodness, he was so good tonight. And it's no wonder the Jazz rolled into the playoffs. All Jazz fans knew. We all knew. We all watched it. Now it's happening. I don't know where this is going to go this playoffs, guys, but the Jazz just turned it around. Rudy Gobert was a defensive monster again tonight. Steven Adams can't handle him. Things may change, but he can't handle him. His length is just giving him fits and causing him to foul. I don't know what Steven Adams is going to do. He's a great player, but he can't handle Rudy Gobert's size. And it's causing him to get in foul trouble every game. Derek Favors is dominating this series. If you're an OKC fan, you've got to be scared. Because what happened tonight is Carmelo Anthony and Patrick Patterson went off. Their efficiency was through the roof. And they lost by 20. What happens when they can't hit a shot? That's a good sign for Jazz fans. It's a really good sign for Jazz fans when Carmelo Anthony's hitting shots like he was and Patrick Patterson couldn't miss a three-pointer. Every shot he took, he made. And the Jazz won by 20. It means that Quinn Snyder, that's one thing we got to talk about. You know, Ricky Rubio, insane, triple-double. Ricky Rubio is a superhero, and he's just turning into something incredible, and the Jazz have him for at least one more year. And they're probably just going to be able to re-sign him. Why not? Why would he go somewhere else? You can get paid here. You know? So many options for the Jazz. They just have a wealth of riches right now with all their players. But Derek Favors just dominated inside. Derek Favors was like a plus 20-something. Absolutely massacred him. There's a thing happening right now, and it's happening before our eyes. The Jazz need to re-sign Derek. There was one point where I thought the NBA was kind of shifting away from Derek Favors, and it's looking like it's shifting back. Who's going to stop Derek Favors on these other teams? Because he's guarding stretch fours. He's guarding them. And if the Jazz have big troubles, they just bring in Jay Crowder. Guess what? Jay Crowder's not shooting very well right now, but you know what he's doing well? He's playing good defense. Plays hard. He goes 100 miles an hour. Sometimes I want to be like Joe or Jay, pull it back. Oh, not tonight. Green screen. But yeah, sometimes you're just like, Jay, calm down a little bit. But he comes out with 100% intensity, guards his heart out, and that's all you can ask. And when he hits shots, it's even better. But Derek Favors is just dominating on the inside. They have no answer. And the passing between Derek Favors and Rudy Gobert is just, it's beautiful to watch. I mean, the Jazz just come out and they're on fire and they're a machine. Ricky Rubio, this is his third playoff game. This is his third playoff game. And he's figured it out. Ricky Rubio is a god. Donovan Mitchell, the god. Just so dominant. And Rudy Gobert is just destroying Steven Adams. Best center in the NBA. I mean, best defensive center, he's just dominating. And as a rim runner, he is just taking Steven Adams out of it. Completely out of it. And they have no answer. Carmelo Anthony against Rudy Gobert is a joke. It's a joke. He has no answer. There's nothing they can do. And they've completely taken Westbrook out of this series. Russell Westbrook transition play is non-existent. It is not there. They can't do anything. And so you have no transition for Russell Westbrook. Paul George has been effectively taken out of the game the last two games. There's a reason Buja P is mad at Joe Ingles. For one, he's hitting open threes like crazy. Joe Ingles was magnificent tonight. Absolutely monstrous. If they take playoff P off Joe Ingles, it's killer. He massacred him. He destroyed him. He annihilated him. Obliterated him. They were done. Joe Ingles is everything for this team. And so if Joe Ingles is left alone and allowed to hit wide open threes and manufacture with that Joe Ingles, Derek Favors pick and roll, they have no answers. They have no answers. The Jazz are in great shape, and maybe playoff P goes off for 30 points again and goes 7 for 11 from 3, but probably not. Probably not. He's getting it neutralized. Westbrook transition is non-existent. Adams is in foul trouble, and Carmelo Anthony had his best game of the year. He's not doing it twice in a row. The Jazz come again, and the best crowd in the NBA, halftime show on ESPN. They said it. Best crowd in the NBA. Shout out to Jazz fans. The love is real. You guys made us all proud. All of us are proud of you for what you did. I hope Game 4 crowd is just as strong. All of my friends out there. Good job. Good job, all of you. Except we're all friends. Hug from James. Hug from me. Let's see. What do you guys got to say? What have you got to say? Curry, Westbrook, James. I don't know what you're saying, Kenyon Lovato. I don't know. It's funny to see Melo try to guard Favors. He can't. He can't. Derek Favors is as strong as Adams. And then when you consider the fact that Favors, over his 7-year career with the Utah Jazz, has turned into a sufficient passer, a good passer even, at least making the right play. Favors knows the system. He knows where the open man is, and he makes the play. He makes the pass. He just has to make the simple pass, and he does it. Both Rudy and Derek do it. It's really beautiful to watch. This team is well-oiled. And when you consider the defense that was just stealing the ball, I mean, they just took the soul from their players. It was great. It's so impressive. Let's see. Kenyon Lovato, Westbrook MVP. Get out of here. He's not. At least this year. He's really good. That's just how good the Jazz defense is. Westbrook got taken out, Kenyatta, or whatever his name is. Don't come here with his Westbrook trash. We smoking you. Westbrook can't say nothing or do nothing. If he could, they'd be winning the series, but the Jazz up by 20. Get out of here with these mentions. Poof! You're out. You're out. Jazz are going up on 4-1. There's nothing. Let's not be. It's time to throw friendliness out the window. Jazz are going up 4-1. You got no answers. Westbrook can't guard a dime. He can't guard Ingles. He can't guard Ricky. He can't guard Donovan Mitchell, Rookie of the Year. He can't. It's over. Your team's done. It's done. Get out of here. Get out of here. Joe Ingles had something to say tonight. You saw what he said to push off P. Push off P and Russell Westbrook. That's right. That's right. Anyways, guys, big time win for playoff Jazz. Best team in the NBA. Like and subscribe this video. I would appreciate it. Also, make sure that you share and like this on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Go to all of it and follow SLC Dunk. Are you following SLC Dunk? Because you should be. Are you going to slcdunk.com and reading all the articles? Because you should be. You should be. Westbrook is almost done. Jazz are going to the next round. They are. You can feel it in your bones. Feel the fear of Westbrook fans. OKC fans, feel this. Feel the fear. The sadness. The despair that Gobert brings. He's killing your hopes and dreams. One drive to the rim at a time. Go Jazz!